it? What the hell was that? It wasn't on a...
The following video was posted by a man on TikTok and quickly went viral. He was washing dishes in his kitchen when something terrifying happened. The man says that both he and his children are now afraid to go into the basement because of the strange and frightening sounds coming from inside. His family has been living in constant fear.
It's okay.
On this particular day, while he was washing dishes, his dog suddenly started barking non-stop while staring directly at the basement door. The man grabbed his phone and began recording. Then something terrifying happened.
Go lie down. It's okay. Lie down. Stay. I've been doing this all morning and I don't have time for this today. Stop. Hey, buddy. I got too much going on. You gotta cut it out. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm just gonna set it up. Get the towels, and we'll just let the phone roll. I asked you if you gotta go or you gotta go downstairs or something. Wherever you're gonna go, you gotta go. Calm down. He's okay. Please, not today. Just on the count. Little buddy. I asked you, you gotta go or you gotta go downstairs or something. Wherever you're gonna go, you gotta go. Little buddy.
The basement door repeatedly started opening by itself. But even more disturbing was a dark, semi-transparent figure appearing on the basement stairs. It seemed to be climbing upward, as if trying to leave the basement. Moments later, it disappeared when the man approached, only to appear again. The man never noticed the figure while recording. He discovered it later while reviewing the footage and was completely shocked. He now believes the basement may be haunted and fears whatever is inside could eventually enter the house. What do you think? Imagine working at a bar, closing everything down and heading home, only to return the next morning and find a white mess covering the floor for no obvious reason. That's exactly what happened to Reddit user Best Office. Thinking someone had broken in, he checked the security cameras, but what he found only raised more questions.
Watch the tequila bottle on the left. See that?
This is what the camera captured that night. What the hell happened? Logically, the bottle must have contained something. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been sitting on the shelf. So a simple draft doesn't explain how it ended up on the floor. According to a staff member, nobody was inside the building, and the footage shows no one touching the bottle. Yet somehow it appeared to be violently pulled from the shelf. The staff member had noticed strange incidents before, but they were always easy to explain. This time, however, he couldn't find any logical explanation. Adding to the mystery, the building reportedly has a disturbing history. In the 1980s, a small family was allegedly found dead inside under mysterious circumstances. There were also rumors that several people had taken their own lives there. All of this makes the footage even creepier. The story behind this next clip is unclear, including exactly where and when it was recorded, but the CCTV footage captured something extremely strange. Watch closely. At first, it looks like nothing more than a raindrop moving across the camera lens. But things become much harder to explain when the object suddenly appears to hop across the street. Some viewers even claim it looks like it has wings, almost resembling an angel. Others believe someone simply edited the footage. Since there is no second camera angle, it's impossible to know for sure. Could it be something extraterrestrial? Whatever it is, it certainly doesn't look normal. A YouTuber named Ariad Jane was live streaming a road trip when suddenly an unidentified creature burst through the traffic, nearly causing a wreck.
Here we are, San Diego Freeway coming up. We are there. What? Wait, dude. He wasn't on a...
The strange object moves incredibly fast, leaving what appears to be a short, fiery trail behind it. My guess is that this is CGI or some kind of special effect. But if it is edited, how did the creator make the surrounding cars slow down so naturally? Perhaps there was traffic ahead, and the strange figure was added afterward. Either way, Ariadne insists the footage is completely real. Do you believe him? Sometimes bizarre events can make people believe in things that seem impossible. In this clip, uploaded by thought.un, a CCTV camera captured something that convinced the family there might be something paranormal happening. Let's take a look. A young boy was playing with his toy when he suddenly appeared to be pushed by an invisible force. Sure, he could have tripped over his overalls or caught his leg on the table, but the movement looked strangely unnatural. Was it simply an accident or something else? Let us know what you think. In the early morning hours of Dia de Muertos, or Day of the Dead, a CCTV camera outside Miguel Valdez's home recorded an empty residential street. Miguel says he had always been skeptical about the paranormal, but while reviewing the footage, he noticed a lone figure walking past his property. At first, the person looked completely normal, but as he approached a darker section of the road, something strange happened. His body appeared to become translucent, fading into a ghostly outline before disappearing completely. Miguel insists there was no sidewalk or path in that area, and says the original CCTV footage was never edited. Skeptics argue that low-light compression or frame blending could explain the strange effect, but that still doesn't explain why the figure appears to walk directly into thick vegetation. Was it simply a camera glitch, or did Miguel's camera capture something paranormal on Dia de Muertos? Let me know your thoughts. In Brazil, there is a quiet stretch of highway near Campo Grande that some locals believe is cursed. Despite being relatively quiet, Brazilian Highway 262 has reportedly been the site of numerous deadly crashes. Even stranger, many involved only a single vehicle. For unknown reasons, drivers reportedly lost control, veered off the road, or flipped their cars. On May 30th, around 2 a.m., a truck crashed on the same stretch of highway, killing one passenger. A local TV news crew arrived to film the wreckage, but when the footage aired, viewers noticed something else, something extremely strange.
Ali na saída para Três Lagoas, esta caminhonete capotou e idoso morreu na hora.
Did you see it? A pale face resembling that of a child appears behind the wrecked truck. First, it seems to appear near the back, then quickly peeks through the front window. Remember, the footage was filmed around 3 a.m. Why would a child be wandering near a mangled truck on an isolated highway at that hour? The story becomes even stranger. 2 years earlier, another local news station reported a nearly identical crash on the exact same stretch of road. A similar truck had crashed in almost the same way. An 8-year-old boy had died in that accident.
Dentro da caminhonete estavam 6 pessoas, entre elas uma criança de 8 anos que morreu na hora.
So could this be the spirit of the boy returning to the scene of his death? And if not, why does a child's face appear near the wreckage in the middle of the night? What do you think? In this short video from an unknown source, a dog seems to hear something inside a room and begins scratching at the door. Then things take a terrifying turn. A strange white mist appears to move straight through the door, and the dog immediately wants nothing to do with it. In another clip sent in by viewer Anita Barella, a man claims he has experienced strange paranormal activity around his home. Now, it seems his dog may have encountered it too.
You get a multi-driver discount, you get a multi-car discount and things like that. But the insurance wouldn't be in your name.
While the dog is chewing on a toy, something appears to yank it directly from its mouth and throw it across the room. Ghosts terrifying humans is one thing, but leave the dogs alone. That's where I stand. Anyway. Alexei Kiriponov, from the YouTube channel Traversa, lives in the remote countryside of Russia. After experiencing several strange incidents, Alexei began believing that something unusual might be living in the woods near his home. One night, he hears strange noises coming from a shed outside. There is banging, movement, and what sounds like someone throwing things around. Alexei heads outside with his phone, hoping to capture evidence.
У меня в сарае какая-то тварюга сидит, непонятная. Вон, в том проеме. Сейчас вот буквально час назад выходил, никого не было. Сейчас вот вышел. И шумит кто-то непонятно. Эй! Эй! Сука, тварь ебаная, блин. Эй! Господи, господи. А ну, влазь давай! Чё ты там ломаешь? Тварюга какая, а? Ты кто такой вообще? Йоу! Посудина кидается, тварь такая.
He demands that whoever is inside come out, but the mysterious intruder responds by throwing objects around and making strange, animal-like screams. Still, Alexei can't see anyone. Judging by the bizarre sounds, he begins wondering whether he could be dealing with some kind of creature. He looks through a side window of the shed, and his blood runs cold.
Тварь, блин.
Something appears to be staring back at him from the darkness. Something with glowing eyes. But is Alexi's encounter genuine? Or is this part of an elaborate ARG? You decide. You can find more of Alexi's strange encounters on his YouTube channel, Traversa. After finishing the graveyard shift at an ATIK nightclub in Wrexham, the staff thought their weekend was finally over. Then, around 3 a.m. on Monday, the burglar alarm suddenly went off. They expected maybe some late-night loiterers, but what they discovered was far more disturbing. Take a look. The backstory is unclear, but according to the available information, nobody should have been inside the building when the footage was recorded. ATIK Wrexham isn't open to the public on Sundays or Mondays, making the incident even stranger. So who or what was inside, knocking things over? There are no obvious shadows or visible jump cuts. What exactly is happening here? What do you think? J.J. Anthony, a Colombian security guard, had already experienced several strange incidents at his new workplace. But only a few nights after seeing a gate move by itself, something happened that left him seriously questioning his new job. Take a look.
¿Qué hizo Verable? ¿Usted con quién está hablando ahí? Sí, ¿con quién está hablando ahí luego usted?
Con una propietaria de la casa 125.
Marica, la propietaria de la casa 125 falleció hace como unos 20 días, marica.
No, ¿cómo así? ¿Qué me está diciendo?
Sí, no, usted está hablando ahí solo, marica, lo estoy viendo aquí por la cámara, usted está hablando ahí solo.
No, como a mierda, loco.
While performing his routine security rounds at a condominium in Santa Marta, JJ says a woman approached him. She introduced herself as one of the condominium owners and welcomed him to his new position. But his colleague, who was monitoring the CCTV cameras, noticed something strange. He could see JJ talking to someone, but there was nobody visible on the camera. Confused, his colleague called JJ and asked who he was talking to. JJ explained who the woman was. His colleague's response was chilling. He told JJ that the woman had died nearly 20 days earlier. JJ immediately became terrified and ran away. Of course, the entire incident could have been staged, but JJ's reaction appears genuine, and so does his colleague's shocked response. There is also no easy way to verify whether the woman actually died. So were JJ and his co-worker simply bored and putting their acting skills to the test? Or did JJ really encounter the ghost of a woman who had already passed away? Share your thoughts below.